Hello, welcome to episode 7 of live.withcode.uk season 2, where we're exploring the basics of Python. And this week we're building on what we did last week, which was data types, so that we can make a program that is a bit of a chatbot. So it will ask you questions and it should respond to the answers in a different way. So if you put your name, it doesn't respond unless you put the same name as the chatbot. So it responds differently depending on what you put in. So the whole theme is selection, selecting a different route for the program to make, which uses if statements in Python. And it's also going to ask how old you are. So the chatbot is 4 years old. If you say that you are less than 4, it responds differently. So that's what we're working through today. Remember that you can find links to all of the resources on live.withcode.uk, or if your school's signed up for the free competitions, then you can find them on compete.withcode.uk too. So let's get started with some live coding. If we want to respond to the user, we have to first ask a question. So let's say, what is your name? So we did this in the first episode. The second episode showed us how we could store the response from the user in a variable. And then this session, this week, we want to be able to respond differently depending on what the user types in. So we use if for selection, and we can say if the name is equal to the name of the chatbot. Now here, we're going to have a couple of problems here. If we run it, we've got a syntax error on line 2. First of all, because every if statement needs to have a colon on the end, which means the next line is going to be indented, and you can say snap. I've never met anyone called Chatty before with the same name as me before. But we've still got a problem on line 2, because in Python we use 1 equals to assign a value, as in we're setting what name should store here. We use 1 equals assignment. Here we want to test and see if that is the same as this. So we use a different operator. We use 2 equal signs. So that should work now. If we put anything in other than Chatty, it doesn't respond saying snap. But if we say Chatty, then it says snap. Great. So we should probably introduce the chatbot first and say, hi, my name is Chatty, the chatbot. Fab. And it responds. So this time, let's ask a question. Ask the user how old you are. So input, how old are you? Oops, put a question mark in. We need to listen to the answer as well as asking the question. So we'll say age. And we should be able to say if age is less than 5, notice every if statement ends in a colon, which automatically makes the next line indented. And that means this line is only going to run if this condition is met. So what is this condition? The age that the user said is less than 5. So let's say either you're a child's genius or you're lying. If I can spell that properly. Here we go. So let's see. If I put Bob is 3 years old, I wanted it to say either you're a child genius or you're lying, because that's the condition I've got, but it hasn't seems to have worked. Because we need to bear in mind what we did last week, which was about data types. Input is a built-in function in Python. It lets the user answer a question, and it stores the answer somewhere. It returns a value, but that value is text, as in a string. If we want to be able to use it as a number with a comparative operator like this to say, is age less than 5, first of all, we have to convert it to an integer, which is a whole number. So this should work now. Bob is less than 5, and the comparison has worked properly. So you can have multiple lines that are conditional, as in that work on the same condition. So we can say, I'd be impressed if and then we want to say how old you are. Year old is learning Python. It can happen. Maybe they are actually a child genius. But we're going to have a problem here if it is less than 5, because we're trying to concatenate, which means join string and int. So again, this goes back to last week, data types. You can't join together an integer and a string. We could try and just keep it as a string, but then that would break the comparison. So this time we're just going to have to convert it back to a string here. All right, let's see, Bob is 3 years old, and it works. So notice this is also conditional on the age being less than 5. So if you wanted it to happen all of the time, so you can be impressed if a 99-year-old, let's say Betty, the 99-year-old, they're not less than 5, so it's not showing this line because that's indented, it's moved across the screen, but it is showing this one because that's not indented anymore. So I want it to only be impressed if it's somebody less than 5 learning Python. Let's try again. Okay, so I'll put a couple of challenges up on the screen, and your job is to try and put some different conditions in. So change it so that if the user leaves their name blank, it will say "Don't be shy." That needs to go after the user said their name. You can say if name is equal to a blank string, we can say "Don't be shy." Let's test it and see if that works. Fab. And then extend it so that if the user says they're over 100 years old, the program says, "I don't believe you," and extend it so that if it's case sensitive. So you'll need to convert whatever they type in to lowercase so that it should now work, whether they type in chatty with a capital. There we go, it still works. So how does this work? Well, whatever the user types in is then converted to lowercase and stored in name, so that when you're testing to see what name is, it doesn't matter if the user put in a capital C or a capital H or any combination, because it's all been converted to lowercase. So remember, you can find links to all of these resources on live.wickcode.uk or compete.wickcode.uk if you're working through the competitions. Thanks for your hard work, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.